I want Christmas music to be playing. I want Santa to be at malls again. Is Santa going to wear a mask at the mall this year?
I don't know if they're even going to do that at malls this year.
Malls are open.
That's true. But sitting on Santa's lap, I don't know. Well,
hey, kids aren't going to be that, you know, they're not going to die from it. It's the Santa that's going to die.
At least one mall Santa will die from COVID this year from a kid giving it to him.
Would that be Trump for his new job as the mall Santa? Since he lost his as the president of the United States of America.
Well, that's not final yet, Ryan.
Hey, if you listen to losers like Steven Crowder, and you're taking this whole like wait till the vote count comes in, don't hold your breath, folks. All right, just relax. I'm sure you can cope somehow with the fact that another boring dude is going to be your president, like we've had for decades and decades and decades in this country. So.
Hell yeah. Can't wait.
Can't wait to make a millimeter's worth of progress in a meter's worth of time.
That's a good way to put it. That's been a wild week. It's been a crazy week. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Because last podcast we were like, oh, the election's tomorrow. And then since then it's been...
I don't got to worry about shit now.
I feel like a weight has been lifted, right? I feel like better.
Oh, not worry about shit. I just think that generally Trump and his rhetoric and his ability to be divisive at the worst times possible, I'm not going to say was the cause of my anxiety, of course, but he definitely attributed to just the overwhelming kind of just anxiety of just fucking got SNL doing all this shit. The news is always talking about him. He's always on Twitter ranting and raving. In fact, there was one day where he tweeted 200 tweets or something like that. Just like a rampage.
That's what Adderall will do to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what a wild week. We voted Donald Trump out. Now we've actually gone through an entire presidential cycle on this podcast.
Yeah.
Because when Obama was president when we started this podcast.
Holy shit, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was president until 2016. Wait.
Yeah. He was still president when we started this podcast.
Oh, yeah, because it happened November 2016.
Right. And then he came into office in
January 2017.
But yeah. So now we're about to have the third different president.
Trump can still get another 4 years. Doesn't have to be consecutive.
Yeah, he can do 2024.
Do you think he would?
Yeah, I think so. Or Donald Trump Jr.
It is interesting because there is a dramatic shift in when you think of like not in terms of like how they are, but in terms of how they present themselves, when they meaning the Republican Party, because you remember people, you know, John McCain, for let's just go back just to not that many elections ago, like 2-3 elections ago, you got McCain, you got Romney. You think of no, Ted Cruz is pretty online with Donald Trump. I could see him doing the shit that he does, but I don't know. Whenever you put up a candidate, the Republican Party's face has always kind of been the one of like the perfect president to the Republicans. Apparently is like a Mormonish businessman. You know, like a very like strong-jawed or strong-willed ex-military. You think of John McCain. You just think of someone who's fought for the country, strong-jawed businessman, you know, good, somewhat well-spoken. Then you get Donald Trump. I'm wondering if this is just a turn for the Republican Party in general, as like now we're gonna put more people that talk like Donald Trump as the head of our party
because it worked so well.
Yeah, divisiveness sells, man.
Yeah, it worked. Seemed like it worked real well, like really well, which is crazy. So, but
still your president,
dude. I know, right now, yeah. I hope that
the litigation goes through and he gets those votes that were stolen from him.
Yeah, we're gonna sound like a couple of big dumbasses right now. If those illegal votes, dude,
my mouth would be agape.
My mouth would be absolutely agape, and I'd be doing my little, not my beta male smile, but I'd be doing my beta male
beta Matt smile.
My face of shock.
Yeah, we'd be like, oh, you know, like the Home Alone shit.
Exactly.
I tried to get the sound of the slap on the mic so
The scream
people could
was-
visualize it.
The scream sounded surprisingly like a Hollywood sound effect, like a man falling into a chasm.
Someone add that in a Star Wars movie.
Like it almost
Ah!
it almost had its own echo too. Like it sounded like
Thanks, man.
if a man fell down like a deep hole. It was like, ah. What a way to die, man. That would suck dick.
I know.
Falling into a crevice. Is it crevasse?
Well, depending on how you view sucking dick, falling into a hole then could be very fun.
That's true, actually. Yeah, you know, I guess it's in the eye of the beholder. But
For me, sucking dick doesn't seem so great because I don't think I have a, you know me and my gag reflex.
Yeah.
I have a very what would you call that, a strong gag reflex?
Very strong.
Okay, yeah. So I don't think I could suck dick well, unfortunately.
dude, I could never suck a dick ever. I'm serious. When I think about that, that's disgusting. That's sick.
I've sucked a dick once. I'm kidding. I just, that was just for my mom to just be like, I'm kidding. She wouldn't scream. She'd be surprised. She'd be like, how come he hasn't told me about his dick sucking?
That sounds like Cecile.
She'll call me right up. Ryan, you sucked a dick on the podcast and didn't tell me?
Ryan, why didn't you tell me that? That's so good.
It's just a pee pee in my mouth, Ma. No, that's important. I need to know these things.
So she could scrapbook about it.
And so she can put fan cams of me on her Instagram sucking dick.
Like just inter spliced like the regular fan cam footage with just like you just going on a big hog, bro.
Now that most of the noise has dissipated, because honestly, I don't pay attention to it now.
Yeah, I've kind of dipped off and it's felt really good. It's kind of a breather, man. It's just like a breath of fresh air. And it gets me hopeful that maybe in 2021 now we can get COVID under control.
Yeah, and that's not to say it's like, everything's, I know a lot of people will use what I'm saying right now to be like, see, so you think that Donald Trump is in and then Joe Biden is out, that everything is fixed. No, I don't think that everything is fixed. I think there's a lot of work that still needs to be done, and Joe Biden is probably, the wrong candidate for a lot of issues, but he is the better candidate right now to tackle things like the coronavirus because he takes it seriously, and I feel like
Uses science.
Yeah, it's all about like what's best for a majority of the American people, and I just don't think Donald Trump's rhetoric and his rhetoric
horrible.
was very dangerous and put American lives in jeopardy.
Horrible for the whole world.
Yeah,
And
on top of that, I just think in general Donald Trump just sounds stupid. So
Yes.
when he's speaking for the United States to the world, while it does make sense to everyone in the world that it's like, oh yeah, this sounds like America. It doesn't feel good being America. Just having a dummy dumb. You know what I'm saying?
he's kind of the perfect embodiment of America, though.
Dude, a drumpster fire. You know what I'm saying? Take that one, John Oliver. No, but like legit, when it came to his speeches and his talking to people, that's where I felt like he did the most damage, was making it feel like the stupid things he was saying was okay to say. And right now, a lot of people think it's okay to say that shit and be like, well, but look at the statistics that I cut out with baby scissors from the sheet of paper to neglect all other statistics that would tear my argument apart. But that's fine.
My favorite thing that I've seen this in multiple elections, and I see it now, where it's like, excluding California, Donald Trump won the popular vote. And it's like, what do you mean excluding California? That's part of the United States. Getting rid of all the votes that make my candidate lose, he won.
Excluding California, excluding Arizona, Nevada, sorry.
Come on, man.
Oh, next time, how about this? I'll make a bet. I promise I'll get better at saying Nevada. If pigs could fly. Just kidding. Sorry, Nevada. But
Well, dude, I thought it was Nevada.
who cares?
It's it's of Spanish origin, right? Nevada. So it should be Nevada, but people from Nevada will get mad at you if you say Nevada. They're like, it's Nevada.
But even Google was like, wait, hold up.
Everyone on TV said Nevada when I watched the election coverage.
Say no. See, if Google's the one thing. Don't call it Nevada or you'll be in trouble unless one legislator has his way. Apparently, the only acceptable pronunciation of the state is Nevada, not Nevada. Pronouncing the state's name incorrectly can draw ire among residents, especially if you're a politician.
Damn. I do like Nevada. Nevada's a fun state.
Desert.
Yeah.
It's a
really
fun state.
It's really just a. I mean, it's the only place where they test nuclear bombs.
It's the litter box of the United States.
They just go out there and just blow shit up for fun.
They blow shit up, let the desert do what it does, build giant infrastructures to support capitalism.
I like literally that, like, for a while, like Nevada's known for three things: Reno 911,
A great show.
Vegas,
Love that show.
and nuclear bombs.
I love Vegas. I love Reno 911. Not so hot on Reno in general, but I think
Never
they
been.
did vote. They did get their votes in.
They did, yeah.
They counted them. Well, Reno wasn't the county that was holding everything back, right?
Clark County, I think,
County.
which is Vegas.
Okay, I heard this. I don't know if it's true. Was Clark County actually taking long because they were slowing down vote counts because of like some sort of like legal dispute that was going on in Clark County because of like the Trump campaign or some shit? I can't remember.
I don't know.
Thought there was something.
The whole all of this shit's just been a big mess, a big
Yeah.
storm of confusion.
I know he's tried. Okay, has any of the litigation gone through though? That Mr. Trump has.
There was
put
one
forward?
that they won, which allowed, it was like the observers got to stand 6 feet away instead of 10 feet away. So like that. But everything else has been getting thrown out by judges because they're like, there's no evidence. 'Cause, I mean, that's the thing. It's like the president's calling for, you know, if you haven't seen this coming for the last 3 months with his rhetoric and what he's been setting up,
I think it was very obvious. You and I
from the
talked.
we for months, you and I have been saying he's going to declare all the mail-in ballots as fraudulent and then try to invalidate the election results. Boom. It's exactly what happened.
Especially in the debate with Biden when he made that a talking point near the end.
Yeah.
Where he was just like, oh, mail-in ballots, they're very, they're not secure. They're only secure when Republicans use them and when I use them and when politicians use them that vote for my side of things. But we need to stop the count in certain areas and we need them to keep counting in other areas.
I loved the video where it was Trump supporters in different states, and it was just a compilation of yelling "stop the count" and then them yelling "keep counting" and like going back and forth between the two. And it's like, ladies and gentlemen, the Trump team's legal argument. It was yeah, but the whole thing about the fraud is, okay, if there was fraud, then let's see some evidence of it, because Donald Trump is not known to be the most truthful man or someone to say things that are supported by evidence.
Like every U.S. president before him, he lies. Except Donald lies horribly.
But somehow more people believe it than anyone in the fucking history of the entire world.
Like, I think one of my the most interesting lies Donald Trump ever said. I think he said something along the lines of, and it just really threw me for a loop when he said that, because it didn't make any sense.
No, it did not make sense at all, and that's what was so weird about it.
Yeah.
But man, I'm just hoping that, the next 4 years can go a little more smooth, because 2020 has been like the culmination of just so much shit, and now it's just we're almost done with 2020. We're almost done.
And getting Donald Trump being out of office, or
It's not gonna fix
the
the
loss
problem.
of his rhetoric in any way, like does not mean the sun is shining and everything is cured. COVID is gone. The disparity between the upper class and the lower class has dissolved, has dissipated into nothing. That's not happening just because boring Biden was elected.
Yeah.
See, I can do it too. It's not Sleepy Joe. It's boring Biden.
Boring Biden.
Yeah.
How about bisexual Biden?
I don't think he can run as that. I don't think he can.
I wish he had made his whole campaign like, I'm bisexual. And when Joe went out for his victory speech, that's all he talked about. I have sex with women and men.
Mostly men. Oh, but then in Republican states, he's like, but mostly women. And then liberal states, he just says the opposite.
And then the big debate between Democrats and Republicans is like, which way does Joe Biden lean more? Does he have sex mainly with men or mainly with women?
And is he good at that sex with men and women?
Exactly. Does he just have sex with men every now and then, or is it something that he's actively seeking out? Does he would he prefer to have a male partner or a female partner? You know,
I have okay. Active bisexuals active bisexual listeners of this podcast. Is it possible to be a fucking slam dunk, a fucking 3-pointer from a shot from across the court? Is it possibly that good at sex with a woman? And then be horrible at sex with a man and vice versa? Is it possible to be really good at sex with a dude and then really bad at sex with a man? Depending on what sex you are, you answer whatever.
yeah,
of course. Or,
yeah, probably, bro. You know,
like you can really make a man blush. Then you can make a woman cry.
Exactly. Well, Ryan, pleasuring a woman is one of the most difficult things that men have ever had to deal with. You know, it's something I've never been able to comprehend. It's something none of my friends have ever been able to comprehend.
I got a secret for you.
What?
You have to maintain this pressure for a full 30 seconds, sometimes even a full minute. Just blow on the vagina. Just a full 30 seconds of that. Best orgasm. Yeah, best orgasm she'll ever have.
Okay.
If you can keep that up for 30 seconds without running your lungs out of oxygen,
Boom.
breath, done. It's a done deal. Don't even tell her you're about to do it. Just do it. Just surprise her.
It'll surprise her, yeah, and she's gonna go, "Whoa, okay, hold on, okay, I see what's going on." Oh, he knows the secret,
and it works even better on a first date.
Do you blow it like in the pussy hole, like into the vagina, or like the outside of the vagina?
Yeah,
that's awesome, dude. Thank you for sharing that.
Of course.
I mean, are you sure you want people to? I mean, that's a secret.
But
no, we got to help the brothers out, man. We got to help the fellas out here.
Yeah, that's the McGee Irish secret. You know, back in Ireland, where my ancestry is held, there used to be a man by the name of Jebediah McGee, who would just whistle into the wind, and the sound of his whistling would pleasure any woman or man within hearing radius of that. And unfortunately, the power of his whistle has grown quieter and quieter as the generations progress. But luckily with me, since I can't whistle, the power of the air coming out of my lungs in general, even though I've smoked, I just blow and it works.
There might be a little bit of cigarette smoke coming out, but I think that just adds to it. You know,
yeah.
When you're blowing, I think that it adds a little flavor to it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And women like that. Dude, there's gonna be some poor fucking kid out there that's listening to this that is going to take that as legitimate advice, and the first time he hooks up with a girl, is just going to get done. What are you doing? What are you doing?
You got to act like you're blowing up a balloon. Or blowing up a pool floaty, more like.
You're blowing up a pussy, you know what I'm saying? you know, actually, if you make a seal with your lips, you can inflate the woman's belly. And that's really fun to do sometimes. That's a really common fetish thing, is the inflation stuff. I see it on the internet quite a bit. The large belly, the big people, like you know what I'm talking about. Like,
I know what you're talking about, but I see more of the eating, like the
bored.
I'm gonna digest. There's this one like 3D-ish animation that was on TikTok for some reason.
You showed it to me.
And there's that one, but there's another one where it's like it starts out in the mouth and it's like bad 3D kind of, and you just hear like the moist sounds of like, and then like you get swallowed and then you're in the stomach and then they like pull you back out and they're like,
dude, for some people that's heaven, man. That right there is you know, can't make a day any better than that. Do you think? I wonder if that comes from actually the like ingrained comfort from being in the womb, and then something in your brain, it's like that's, you know, you're going back inside someone to chill. So maybe that's
you're feeling very fetal.
Yeah, maybe.
You find comfort in that's why the fetal position.
Man, it's warm, dude. You're inside someone's stomach. You're safe in there, man. It's warm.
Yeah.
You're safe. I mean, minus the corrosive acid that can eat through a nail, would be all over you.
How come it doesn't eat through my stomach then, huh?
Fuck.
That's what I thought. Eat through a nail bullshit.
Fuck.
That was true. Acid would be pouring out of kind of my gooch area because it would burn
Straight
through.
down,
Yeah,
yeah.
straight down. Uh-oh. No, it's fine. I think I can. I don't think it's a problem. I don't think I'd have to.
You don't have to?
I don't think so.
I like at this point in the podcast, it's so common that like you don't even have to say what it is, and we all know.
Did you
Dude,
hear
that's
that?
really sounded like you shit your pants.
Yeah, but I didn't.
Dude, you're doing it right on your phone too.
Yeah. I might have to take a break, actually.
If you have to take a break, man, you got to take a break.
Because it's like, I feel like those are the warning shots.
Those were the warning shots right there.
But, I hate that. I feel like this has just become more common, which makes me want to just go get my colon checked again.
We should do a video this time of it.
No, it's honestly the reason I think that it's a lot worse is because I've been eating a lot worse late at night, which means by the time I come in here for the podcast, that's probably developed into
Your body's
some
like,
really
well,
rank shit.
let's do it. Let's get rid of it.
I had some cookies at McDonald's. Look, okay, I lost 20 pounds. I gained 10 pounds. I'm back at 200 instead of 190, whatever. Look, I get it. I need to keep it up. I know. It's because I went on that Joshua Tree retreat and had some ribs and pizza and relaxed with friends, and it puts you in the wrong mindset. I'm procrastinating. I'm standing up currently, as Matt can describe.
He's standing up.
I'm
yeah.
inching my way towards the door,
Going to the door.
slowly getting further away from the mic.
He's opening the door and he's. Did you shit yourself, dude? The way you're walking makes me think that you shit
I'll
yourself.
prove I didn't shit
No, you don't need to prove it to
sure?
me. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty. Dude, you really look the way you're walking. All right. Well, Ryan is gonna go remove the bad stuff from his gut. So be right back. Okay. So we all know how a VPN protects your privacy and security online, right?
How?
Well, we all know that.
Yeah. Okay.
But I didn't know this until recently, and it's taken my TV watching game to the next level. You can use a VPN to unlock movies and shows that are only available in other countries.
Whoa, really? Dude, over the weekend, I used ExpressVPN to binge the epic show Doctor Who on UK Netflix.
Whoa!
It was so simple. Even a time-traveling McLaughlin dude could do it. I think that's a show reference, a Doctor Who reference.
Well, you would know from you watched so much of it this week.
Exactly. So I just fired up the ExpressVPN app, changed my location to UK, refresh Netflix, and that's it. See, ExpressVPN hides your IP address and lets you control where you want sites to think you're located. You can choose from almost 100 different countries. So just think about all the Netflix libraries you can go through.
Love anime?
Yes?
Use ExpressVPN to access Japanese Netflix and be spirited away. But it's not just Netflix. ExpressVPN works with any streaming service. Hulu, BBC iPlayer, YouTube, you name it. There are hundreds of VPNs out there, but the reason we use ExpressVPN to watch shows is because it's ridiculously fast. There's never any buffering or lag, and you can stream in HD no problemo.
ExpressVPN is also compatible with all your devices, phones, media consoles, smart TVs, and more, so you can watch what you want on the go or on the big screen, wherever you are. If you visit our special link right now, expressvpn.com/supermega, you can get an extra 3 months of ExpressVPN for free.
Support the show, watch what you want, and protect yourself at expressvpn.com/supermega.
Yay! These days, it feels like online shopping is the only shopping we really do. That's where today's sponsor, Honey, comes in. It's the free browser extension that scours the internet for promo codes and automatically applies the best one available at checkout. Honey is basically your online shopping best friend.
Here's how it works. You get Honey on your computer for free in 2 easy clicks by going to joinhoney.com/megacast. Then, when you're checking out on one of its over 30,000 supported sites, Honey pops up and all you got to do is click Apply Coupons. Wait a few seconds as Honey scours the web for coupons for that site, and if Honey finds working codes, it'll apply the best one to your cart.
Jim doesn't know really how to do this. He's my stepdad, so I'm the one that takes on the whole, Honey couponing for us. I have to buy him a lot of ladies' underwear. He likes wearing it, don't ask me. But recently I put on a coupon, saved about 25% on his underwear, sent it right to him. he's as happy as could be.
Honey has found its over 17 million members, over $2 billion in savings. Honey supports all kinds of retailers, from tech and gaming sites to fashion brands to even food delivery. So it's simple. If you have a computer, Honey should be on it. It's free and works with whatever browser you use.
You can get Honey for free today at joinhoney.com/megacast. That's joinhoney.com/megacast.
Welcome back, buddy.
Now, when I say I might have just dropped 1 to 2 pounds, I'm not just making a joke. I'm making a legitimate observation. Not due to the size of my particular log, but due to the abundance of shit that came out of my ass.
You look proud. You look,
it feels good because I can feel the weight that is off
lifted.
my body. I can. I feel so much more energized now that probably, look at this. That much shit,
dude,
was in my body.
That's unreal.
If you were to mash it up in a ball.
That's disgusting. The visual of that. Dude, I could hear it from here.
Could you?
Yeah. And then I heard Jackson say, Jesus Christ. It sounds like an Adam Sandler movie. It did sound like an Adam Sandler movie. I'm sitting here with the doors open. I can hear the blast, the initial blast.
I need to stop. I wonder what did it. It was probably the cookies, because sugar, and then there was, what did I have for dinner? Fuck, I forgot what I had for dinner.
Probably the McDonald's, man. That'll do it.
Yeah.
That'll wreck that system up, man.
Double cheeseburger plain with small fry, yeah.
Yeah, man, that'll fucking fly through you like grease.
I've been having, I know people I see on the subreddit and shit and Twitter, they're congratulating me on my weight loss. The person you see in those videos and photos and are congratulating is a person who is 10 pounds lighter than the current person talking to you now. I have gained 10 pounds from the past month or 3 weeks of just eating poorly, but I can get back on track. I just need to start this week. Haven't eaten anything today, so I'm back on track again.
You and me both, brother. You and me both. I'm on a strictly water diet.
Are you? Are you drinking water?
Yeah. I'm on an only water diet. I don't eat anymore. I just drink water.
Water's all you need.
People don't realize that. You don't need food. You can just drink water.
No, what's in your body? Water. What's in your muscles? Water. What's come on. Water makes up most of your body, and it's what gives you the nutrients and strength to live day by day.
Oh man, when you have an empty stomach and you take a sip of cold water and you feel it do that thing where it goes down and it spreads, that cool feeling. It's really nice. It just did that. That's a fantastic feeling. A hot day, you're thirsty as fuck, you take a sip of cold water and just, or even vice versa. You're really cold and you take a sip of something hot and you does that radiating warmth.
It's getting kind of windy out here in LA, and I'll make
cold.
myself a mug of hot chocolate, and then all of a sudden, you can feel it just go right down to your stomach.
Oh my God, man!
Fill you with warmth.
The weather here in Southern California is so ridiculous because it's November, and we just had our first cold day 2 days ago.
Yeah,
and it's fine. It's sunny, it's warm, and then just overnight, all of a sudden, it's whoa, it's freezing cold, and then it's super windy, super cold, and I wouldn't be surprised if this week it goes back up to 90 degrees.
Hope not.
Let me check the weather real quick. Let's see. Let's see what's in store for us.
The highs and lows are.
Oh, you know what? Actually, it's gonna stay pretty cool.
Yeah, because it's that time of year, and it's not going to be summer hot again until what, May?
Yeah, April or May. Hey, well, Monday, a week from today, goes back up to 79.
Well, I mean, that's a long shot away from 90s, because usually it's the 90s. Would you say half of the year it's focused in the 90s, and the other half of the year it can be anywhere between 60 to 80?
Yeah, it's I'd say most of the year it's fucking way too hot out here, but it's 62 today, so that's pretty cold. And I already know that. So there's so many people out there listening right now that live in Canada or somewhere where it's actually cold, and they just heard me say 62 is cold, and they're laughing.
Well, they don't know what Fahrenheit is, so
it's probably in Celsius -80. like that temperature. What is
I can't get over.
what is 62 Fahrenheit to Celsius? Let's see what we got here. 16.7. So
Yeah.
for all you metric heads out there, it's almost 17 degrees outside, and
It's chilly
it's
enough for a
cold.
jacket. Maybe put on some sweats just to like stop the breeze. But here's the thing: I remember, like, I start shivering right now, and I have to put on my heat. And I just remember in South Carolina having to wake up when it was like anywhere between 19 to 30 degrees in the morning with the wind and like the frost and shit.
Columbia
I'm like,
got
that's
cold. Columbia
if I
got
went
really
there
cold.
now, I'd be dead. LA has conditioned me into being a
soy
little
boy,
bitch,
a little
soy boy
liberal cuck.
bitch.
Yeah, it sucks. I wish that we had more weather. I just wish we had rain here, man. Like it rained a little.
I missed
bit.
the rain. I slept through the rain apparently.
Oh, that sucks.
Because it happened at like fucking 9 a.m.
It happened again late afternoon for me.
Not for me.
I just looked out the window and I saw it was raining and I was like, oh my God. And I went outside and I stood in it for a second. It was very, LA rain's never like rain though. It's not, it's literally just like the lightest sprinkle of,
Yeah,
of just,
I need thunderstorms.
I need some thunder in my life, man. I need some lightning. I want to lay in bed at night and it's so cozy. You're all warm and cozy and just see the window light up. And then
Yeah.
you hear the,
Me, it's like the drops hitting on the roof and like the window,
I love it.
and then looking at the window and seeing the drops run down. So simple, so calm.
One of my favorite videos to listen to fall asleep lately is it's a 10-hour.
I know exactly what video you're talking about.
It's when there's a couple. There's just a 10-hour like thunderstorm one,
Okay.
and then there's a 10-hour one that's in a car, and it's like the sound of like a thunderstorm from inside a car with the rain hitting like the roof of the car.
That's what I
Yeah.
used to fall asleep to.
It's great, dude. It's so
Specifically
relaxing.
the car, because I would just picture it raining and me being kind of like a little kid and like in the back seat, just like having the whole back seat to kind of like lay out as we were like on our way to like Spartanburg or Florida or some shit.
Spartanburg.
Yeah, well, before Spartanburg was Florida, we drive down to Florida to
Dude.
visit my grandpappy and grandmammy. And then they moved to Greenville and Spartanburg.
That's such a vibe, dude. Like just driving through Florida on the highway with a thunderstorm. I want that so bad right now. Dude, I want to be asleep in the back seat of a van, like cuddled up with a blanket and
Tour.
a pillow while, you know.
We got those experiences.
We
on
did,
tour.
yeah. I mean, remember when I was driving, it was my turn to drive and I was driving into DC in that thunderstorm.
Yep.
Dude, that was crazy. We were driving from north down into Washington, D.C., and this thunderstorm hit, and it was nighttime, and it was just fucking unreal. Like I couldn't see in front of me, and it was just so much water, so much lightning, and you know everyone's going really slow. I'm driving this big ass van too, massive van, and we're going through a swamp too, so it's kind of freaky, but it was fun. I liked that. I do like that memory of
We were going
driving.
through a bayou.
Yeah, the
Forgot
old
about
bayou.
the bayou.
I really miss driving the van on tour. That was honestly weirdly like one of my favorite parts of tour was just the van part.
Yeah,
It was just-
traveling. It's just like the whole notion of showing up to some, like, after being on the road for fucking like 4 or 5 hours, 6 hours, we fucking just show up to some venue and then load up, do what we need to do the show, go sleep somewhere, or sometimes, honestly, more often, we would right after the show pack up, go to some important or interesting fast food place that we couldn't get in California, wherever we were, and then we'd hit the road again and drive for 4 to 5 hours until it was 4 a.m. so we could stop off and go to bed and wake up to drive more and go to the next show
Yeah.
the next day.
I mean, it was a grind, but it was a
I
grind.
love that grind.
It was fun.
It's not a bad grind to have. Like, it's not like you're sitting in a cubicle, like
No.
checking the clock,
It's
waiting for when
exciting.
you can take your fucking lunch.
and it's cool getting to meet
It's an
everyone. too.
adventure.
Yeah, I liked
Fucking cubies.
pretty much after every show though, the second the show ends, we go back, I'll take a piss, and then immediately we have to start packing things up, and there's a lot surprisingly to do. Like there's so much stuff equipment to break down.
Most of it's merch boxes.
A lot of merch boxes. The merch has to be counted.
Which Jackson's usually our merch boy.
Yeah, Jackson's our little merch boy. But, you know, we go on, you know, back when we were on tour, like, people knew Jackson, but Jackson wasn't the canonical figure he is now. I don't know if he'd be able to run the merch stand anymore.
Yeah, he'd get too many. He'd get bombarded.
He'd get bombarded by women throwing their bras and panties at him. And
so we just have to probably put a... If we had an 18 and up show, could we legally just put a naked grown man at the merch booth?
Just get like a 55-year-old dude off Craigslist that's like balding and
who doesn't mind being naked.
I'll be naked. Around a bunch of 18-year-olds.
We might have to make the show 21 and up for that.
No, I mean 18 is fine, but
then why is there a fucking movie rule? I know. So the movie shit, that's not even a law. It's just the movie's going, we can kick you. We have the right to kick you out if you show up, if you're under 21 and seen an R-rated movie by yourself.
You have to be... Wait, with R-rated movies, you have to be 18 or 17.
You have to be 17 or older, yes. But like, if you want to go see that movie, like, you can't just be 17 and then accompany someone. You have to be 21 to accompany someone who's under 17 to an R-rated movie, which is an interesting rule.
I remember that because I tried to go see an R-rated movie when I was like 16 with my sister and her boyfriend at the time.
And they were like, what, 18, 19?
No. Her boyfriend, who's now my brother-in-law, he was like 2 weeks from being 21.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't let us do it. So I had to go see Planet of the Apes by myself. And they went and saw...
That's a good movie.
They went and saw 30 Minutes or Less, because that's the movie we were going to see.
Honestly, you saw the better movie. Well, I walked out of 30 Minutes or Less with one of my friends. I can't remember who I saw that with. But I walked out because I thought it was bad, and I didn't laugh.
Yeah, well...
Maybe I think it was funny now. Maybe I was just a fucking dumbass kid who didn't understand comedy.
The movie theater staff thought that I was going to try to sneak into the other theater. Mm-hmm. I could tell 100%. And it was this one specific guy, and he came into the theater like 6 different times to look directly at me.
Did you wave at him?
Yeah. And then I went out to get like water or use the bathroom at one point, and I saw him out there, and he like followed me when I went to the bathroom. He's like... That motherfucker better not go see 30 Minutes or Less.
See, at least it's not called the Carmike, I don't think, anymore. It's in Harbison. It's in Irmo, South Carolina. It used to be called Carmike Cinemas. It's kind of like near Wells Fargo. It's, I think, near also like a Holiday Inn, and it's kind of off to the side. It's near Fazoli's, actually, too. It's in Harbison. It used to be called Carmike Cinemas. I think now it's AMC. Still might be like AMC Carmike.
Yeah, they bottled those little chains.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, there were a lot of those little movie theater chains I remember back in the day, but now they got swallowed up.
There was an R-rated horror movie coming out called The Collector, and I still enjoy it to this day because I think it's a fun romp, a fun slasher romp. And it's rated, so since it's rated R, and I wasn't old enough to see it by myself at the time, my mom, and I think I had 1 or 2 of my friends with me, she was just like, can I just pay for the tickets and they can just go in and watch it? Because she didn't want to fucking see this movie. And they were like, okay. So the theater was nice enough to just let her pay for our tickets, and then we didn't have to be like watched or supervised. She just got to leave, and they were like, yeah, cool. Just 3 fucking kids alone in the theater watching a very violent movie. But there were boobs in it.
Yo!
There were boobs.
My man.
And you know, when it comes to boobs, the McGee... Come on.
Yeah, no.
Come on.
Say no more. Say no more.
Some people call me the Trump of boobs.
Some people call you the tit man.
The tit man.
Because you're just always on those titties, man.
Hey Ryan, check out these tits. It's like Melania's tits when they first dropped. They'd show me a picture, be like, oh shit, damn, those are boobs. Yeah, they are, Ryan. Awesome. High five.
Just seeing boobs. Awesome. Oh, sick.
Look, it's just
that's so awesome.
You know, I'm the one who theorized, and scientists laughed me out of their fun science house. That's where they do their science stuff, is the science house in the United States. They laughed me out for suggesting that the cure to cancer could possibly just be a beautiful pair of boobs.
Looking at them?
Milking them.
Yeah? Could you milk a human woman like a cow?
I could try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me call up my pregnant cousin and see if she'll come in and maybe for a video you can milk her.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, you can actually take lactation pills to induce lactation without being pregnant. So,
I hate those videos of men and they're like big
they're
pecs and then
lactating.
like their huge fucking nipples are puffed out and they'll like squeeze or something and then milk will just I'm like, ugh.
yeah,
Don't do
it blew my mind when I
that.
found out that men can lactate too. So you're not so special, ladies. Sorry. Going back to the movie theater thing, you know what I never...
The boobs that I saw in the movie theater?
yeah.
Come on.
Tell me about them. What size?
They were pretty big boobs.
D's?
In fact, this was someone I think who used to work in TV way back in the day as like a child star. And
Frankie
then,
Muniz.
No, they used to be, I can't remember their name, but they used to be a child star on some show. And then I guess life took its turn and then they started showing their bonkers on shows, or on movies like this, but also shows like Californication, which I've never seen, but I remember being a teenager and looking up Californication topless scenes on Pornhub. So,
Because at that age, like I was too nervous to look up real porn, and I was too guilty. But there was that weird like moral loophole where it's like, if it's in a movie, I'm just watching a scene from a movie, and I'm not watching porn.
yep.
Or like looking it up on Wikipedia, like looking up vagina on Wikipedia. It's like, well, I'm not looking at porn. It's educational.
I didn't know what to honestly like when I was first getting the horns on, you know, when I was able to become aroused by visual stimulation, my brain didn't know what to do with a vagina at first.
I still don't know what to do with a vagina, Ryan.
Really?
Well, actually,
told you,
no,
blow on it.
you told me. Yeah, sorry. I'm just stuck in my old ways. I got to remember that.
But I just remember like visually like just looking at my first vagina and I think it was like probably a lesbian porn or some shit when I was in middle school. And I was just like, what? Like it wasn't what I didn't know what I
was not what I
to
expected.
expect. Because like you see the looking at 2D representations like drawn cartoons of a vagina diagram in black and white is a lot different.
Yes,
than getting
exactly.
Up and close personal look at it.
I had a book, like a sex ed book, and it was all like pen and ink illustrations. And the one for a vagina was like spread, but they didn't specify that it was spread, and it just looked like there was just like a hole. So
Looks like a fucking
I
plant.
Yeah,
Looks like a carnivorous plant.
it's gonna eat me. Yeah, I thought that it was smooth and there was just a hole. And then the first time I saw a picture of a vagina, it was on Encyclopedia Dramatica on one of the advertisements on the side. And I was like, whoa! It was on my Nintendo DS, too. I remember it. Dude, the classic days of looking at porn on the Nintendo DSi. Classic.
I still remember the first porn star I ever got into. I remember her name
You got
clearly.
into her?
No, not well. It would have been illegal since she would have been a pedophile if I would have gotten into her at that age.
True.
Yeah.
Who was she? Do you want to say her name?
It's not her real name. I just don't know if people will go try to track her down.
yeah.
Because I think she stopped doing the porn business.
She's like, I'm done. And then she'll have all these.
She did it when she was 18 to like 21 and then was like, fuck, this is out there forever. And then just stopped and hasn't created like a social media or anything, I think.
Damn. Getting off the grid.
Her stuff's still out there, though.
Yeah, it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is.
Slap me some skin right there. Nice. Well, back to the movie theater thing real quick.
So the boobs were the size of the boobs. I'm kidding.
We just the rest of the podcast talking about these tits. What I've never understood is when people take a baby to a movie, and that's happened to me many times, like to like an R-rated movie. Like someone's brought their baby in
Just
before.
a loud explosion.
Yeah, and the baby starts
noise.
crying, and it's like, if you can't get a babysitter, maybe just don't go see the movie today.
Well, now it's even better, and I think people who bring their babies to the movies in the future, there'll be more ire, towards them, because now I think people, of course, are going more towards the streaming thing. So you can just stay home and have your baby cry, and as you stream a movie that is out in theaters currently. I wonder if that'll be like it'll just be more expensive technically for a single person to buy and stream a movie than it would be for them to go see it with friends because they're paying for their own ticket. So that's why theaters would still be something to go to, and then streaming services would technically be cheaper if you have a household that would watch it, because then it's a one-time purchase, or
Right.
you just purchase and then invite your friends over.
I think the golden days of movie theaters are past us now. But
they ended with Endgame. I think they definitely ended with Endgame. Like that's like, you know, like, what was a big blockbuster before Endgame? Like what was the big blockbuster that everyone went to see?
it was just every
Like
Avengers
a Christopher
movie.
Nolan film or some shit.
Yeah, like Inception was one, Avatar,
Avatar was the big one before
any Harry Potter movie.
So Harry Potter, but like I can't imagine
Pixar.
after COVID there being as big of a pool that like, you know,
No.
Star Wars, Avatar, Marvel, like they brought like these big event films. I feel like that's just going to go more towards the streaming Disney Plus services. And
Yeah,
if it
because-
is in a theater, it'll be like an IMAX special experience, extra cost experience type thing.
Yeah, I think that COVID has fully definitely changed the theater industry because now everyone's like, well, if I can stream a brand new movie, you know, I can get comfortable on my couch. I don't need to actually go to the movie theater. And going to the movie theater is great. I love it still.
I still love the ArcLight. I still like, you know, getting a glass of
ArcLight's
shitty
great.
white wine.
It's
You know,
shitty.
for ArcLight, you know, they are somewhat, they present themselves as bougie, but at the end of the day, they're just another
theater.
movie theater.
Yeah.
Because like their wine isn't good.
It's shitty. I promise you, it's probably the same wine you could go to a gas station and get. And
Boxed wine, it feels like.
It is boxed wine,
Or
100%.
tastes like- yeah.
It's not, I don't think they're popping bottles behind the bar at the ArcLight.
Well, there's a bar at the ArcLight where you could probably get actual wine.
Yeah.
But from the concession stand, you get shitty white and red.
And I don't know if you're allowed to, if you get drinks there, I don't think you could take it in the theater.
Oh, from the bar
I'm
upstairs?
not sure.
Yeah.
They might be weird about that. But fucking, man, dude, when movie theaters, like, when I got old enough and realized you can get alcohol in movie theaters, changed the game. I was like, holy shit.
I
This
thought
is
that
awesome.
was the only thing you could do at like ArcLight. Even when I moved here, I didn't know that like you could just buy a alcohol at like an AMC. Can you?
I don't know about AMC. I know it's more popular now where you can get like beer or
'Cause I
wine
know,
in a movie theater.
Of course, Alamo, which I've still never been to because we
Alamo's
didn't go to
cool.
when we were in fucking. We were supposed to see a specific movie at the Alamo Draft House when we were touring.
I've been to the Alamo Draft House a bunch, the one in LA. It's awesome. It's so cool.
Yeah, but I there's something about the one in Austin, Texas, which is like
The original,
the one, you know,
the OG.
that I wanted to, you know, go to. What was the movie we were gonna go see in Texas at that?
The Tarantino one, I think. Right?
it? Oh, I think it probably was.
Weren't we gonna see whatever the last one
Yeah,
was?
you go to a Tarantino movie.
Or The Irishman. We're gonna see The Irishman, I think.
Okay, it was just interesting because like I know the Alamo Draft House, they do a lot of like fun shit for
Yeah.
their screenings. Like what's one of them? The like for It, I think like a lot of people they got to go dressed as a clown, or clowns got to watch the movie for free. For Django, everyone wore blackface. They just do a lot of really cool things to kind of incorporate the audience into watching movies.
There's some really cool smaller theaters in LA that I love. There's the $1 Million Theater. There is the Vista in Los Feliz, and
Vista's nice.
they
I've
don't
only
do
been once. I
shit
think.
right now because COVID. But
Where did we see the Nathan Fielder?
the Vista,
Okay, never mind. I've been there twice.
yeah.
Then where where was the theater there where we saw House? Because I also saw
$1 Million Theater.
Million. Okay, because I also went with a friend to go see a documentary about the making of, what is it? Not The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, and then afterwards, The Good, the Bad, the Ugly.
Yeah, a lot of LA theaters will do this thing where like they focus more on just like movie events and not playing the movies that are in theaters. So it'll be like, oh, we're doing like 3 Japanese horror films back to back tonight. And what's cool about the Vista is they have this thing called, I don't know, it's separate from the Vista, but they do it there. It's called Secret Movie Club, and I used to go to it every now and then, where every week, I think, they would show a different movie and everyone would vote on it, and then they would have someone design a poster for each movie you could buy, and it was like a really cool communal thing, and I miss going to it. Once COVID's over, I want to go back to it a lot more. Harrison went the most, and I would go with him sometimes, but I saw a lot of good movies.
I told you that would be like probably my biggest dream, is like opening up, not even in LA, just some town, but opening up like a theater that does event shit like that, where the focus isn't new releases, because I don't know how you would keep that up with a small time theater.
Yeah, I mean, I think honestly, I think it's more
of
fun.
Nickelodeon.
It's
like
more
in
fun just to
Columbia.
show other shit that's not the stuff
do
in
like
theaters.
indie stuff and then just stuff that I wanted to
Just
show. But don't
classics.
you still have to buy the rights to those movies or some shit?
Yeah, that's the only thing is like if you own a movie theater, you technically by law, I don't think you could just be like pull up The Thing by John Carpenter and play it. Like I
Yeah.
think you actually need some
because you are
sort of-
making money off of that.
yeah, you need some kind of like streaming or not streaming, some right thing.
There was a website you could just go buy, like you could just buying that.
Buy
Yep.
a little license.
Yep, that's my license now. Got it. And you just play whatever.
Damn, dude, I really. Do you remember? Because I was thinking about how if you make money off it, then it's illegal. But do you remember in the kind of the beginning era of Let's Plays, everyone was a little worried. Like there was that thing where it's like Let's Plays were getting struck because of the content was the game, and the
Yeah.
companies were
It
like,
was like the
"You're making money off our game."
Game developer, yeah. But the biggest thing that's happened recently was just a few years ago. Nintendo still has that problem, but Nintendo
Yeah.
just isn't with it or hadn't been with it for a while. So certain Let's Plays, like even our Mario Odyssey,
one, yeah.
I had to film it
The cutscenes,
with my cell phone.
every time there's a cutscene, it would copyright strike our video. And that's what sucks is because like I love Nintendo and like they're really cool, but it's that one thing where I'm like, come on, just be cool. Come
They
on.
might have changed
I want
it
you to
now,
be cool.
because I know like there's a huge community of Nintendo streamers. You think of I guess Jimmy Wetzel being one of them, but like they do have. I do see more of abundance on like Twitter of like Nintendo stuff being streamed.
Yeah.
and I think they might have done the right thing, because I mean, how else are people gonna have stream Animal Crossing and put hours and hours of advertising into your game?
Dude, did you go to the Joe Biden Animal Crossing town?
Did he really have a?
The campaign had an official.
Was it like a dream town you could put in the code for? And
They had an
that's not a
official-
bad idea.
I know it's just so far disconnected from Joe Biden. That's just why it's funny.
It's like a Pokemon Go to the polls thing,
yeah, exactly. Pokemon
except not bad, not like
as cringy
as cringe. You know what actually got me to cringe? And this
Despacito.
no, that I actually thought that was funny, and that it produced a lot of hilarious memes. Like it's a good meme template now. Like hold up, listen to this, and then play a song. Like it's fucking great. So thank God for providing us with that. Yes, it's stupid and ill informed, and he was kind of cringy for doing it. But I think
I feel like
the outcome outweighs the damage.
I feel like some dumbass like Democratic aide is just like, oh, do this, Joe. This is gonna be great. Okay.
What was I saying? I was saying something about. I was on to something and then got sidetracked.
What
into that.
you thought was more cringy? Than
Oh,
Pokemon
was
Go to the polls?
Rudy Giuliani when people like it was called who called it? MSNBC. The news calls the election, and like he just did this whole like show of hands, like looked up to the sky. Oh, okay. So that's the same people who did 10%. It was just like weird, just kind of watching a guy in real time like not be good at lying and just embarrass himself.
Trying to figure out what to do in the live mode. Dude, I hate Rudy Giuliani.
He's a fucking goblin.
He is despicable.
If you catch him on the street, he'll run away at twice your speed, and he'll leave a trail of gold behind him.
I know. It's fucking crazy.
He's got his goblin with his sack of gold, and then he'll probably maybe gold and used condoms are littered about.
Anybody who had Michael Cohen as their lawyer is definitely. Wait, did Rudy Giuliani have Michael Cohen as his lawyer? Sean Hannity and Donald Trump did. So
Yeah, fake news.
fake news. Rudy Giuliani sucks balls though. That's the way I'll word that one. He sucks balls. His
Just
teeth
a
freak me out.
grimy
He's like,
fucking dude.
Like you can see his teeth too much. Like his bottom and top teeth, they're too like they're always showing they're there when he speaks.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people when they speak, you
Are
only
those
see
dentures or are those his real teeth? you
probably
think?
dentures,
Yeah.
or maybe he just has nice teeth.
Or nice dentures. You can probably buy a guy a good pair of dentures.
He was the mayor of New York City, right?
Yeah, he was I think was it New York City?
Yeah.
Okay, he was definitely mayor. I forgot if it was New York City, but isn't Cuomo? No, wait, never mind. Was he mayor?
He's the governor of New
Yeah,
York.
I was about to say he's not mayor, he's governor.
I never realized that Andrew Cuomo and Chris Cuomo were brothers.
until they spat at each other during.
That was really funny. that was good.
Oh, dude, I saw, and look, I don't even know who, like, I think I've only seen Cuomo in that beef that he had with his brother, but there's this other clip going around about the news Cuomo, not the government
Chris Cuomo, the CNN guy.
Yeah, where he was talking to Ted Cruz, and it felt so good because Ted Cruz is probably my least favorite on the Republican side. Even more, like,
I'd have to agree with you, honestly.
For a longer time, like, it was like people like, oh, I thought Trump's a dumbass. Ted Cruz is a legitimate fucking right-wing politician.
Yeah.
And it's just like, he's such a fucking weasel. Like, I don't know.
So it's the most
a
punchable,
hypocritical motherfucking weasel. And he thinks that and it's funny, the reason he grew his beard out, I know, was to try to, like, come off as like a Chad to the right-wing kind of chuds out there. But I guess it worked because he has he has his own fucking podcast out now.
He does?
Yeah.
Can we get him on ours?
I don't know, dude. Maybe.
Thank you, boys, so much for having me on the podcast.
Ted Cruz is a fake, grimy little weasel.
Actually,
who's hypocritical and just the thing about it is that he'll constantly be raising his eyebrow and smirking when he's either dead wrong or just supposed to be listening to something, like, I don't know.
So smug, and it's so punchable. Remember that video when he's running for president where it's like his family, like the dinner with his family, and how awkward it was?
One of the most cringe-inducing political things I've ever seen.
So why did they release that?
I don't know.
That can only do damage. Actually, Ted Cruz, I hate Ted Cruz, but I think also equally on scale, I hate Mitch McConnell and Lindsey Graham.
Mitch McConnell, well, Lindsey Graham,
he actually fucks shit up.
Lindsey Graham, so does Ted Cruz, but Lindsey Graham, I hate him more so because he is an unfortunate representative of our state, and Mitch McConnell, I don't like just because he sucks, and
he blocks like every.
Just like every politician.
They all suck. It's like both sides. They all suck.
It's like the same reason why I fucking hate Pelosi for, the same shit. It's just hypocrisy. And I hate seeing, like, this whole Ted Cruz and Pelosi do the same shit, or even Mitch McConnell. They do this whole thing where they'll say they'll say something that is wrong, right? And then they'll do the exact thing that they said was wrong like a year down the road, and it'll be hypocritical. But when they're defending themselves doing it, they'll be like smirking and having a raised eye, be like, "See, the reason why I didn't is because the reason I'm right when doing this. For example, the reason why I can filibuster and they can't is because I'm doing it for stupid reasons that I find more interesting than the reasons that the Democratic Party filibusters things, even though it's both just childhood games being played."
It is. I think actually, probably the biggest thing to politics, like being a politician, I think, is just confidence. Because you're going to be wrong, and you're going to be called out when you can't disprove it. And you just got to be. You got to.
That's why Trump did so well. He was super. He was super confident. He if you look, it's interesting though, because I feel like confidence plays better on male politicians than female politicians. If you are a female politician and you do show that, you are seen as a bitch.
Yeah,
smug.
Yeah, exactly.
You look at like Hillary. Well, Hillary is a bitch, but Kamala. Like, there are a bunch of organizations just talking about how smug and how it played wrong, about how she's smirking and smiling and saying, "Excuse me, I'm talking," when it's like, then they'll play clips of Donald Trump doing like his facial, we've all seen Donald's facial expression, but he gets a pass because he's fighting for liberty and freedom and peace and justice for the people. And
no, anytime
he has the cure for cancer and AIDS, and
he does
he's defending.
It's in his blood.
He's defending kids against the pedophile Hollywood elite,
the cabal.
Yeah.
Anytime.
So it's okay for
I have noticed that's a thing. Like, anytime a woman politician does the exact same shit, it's like, oh, they're a bitch. Look at this bitch, like, so chill. It's like, it's the exact same shit.
It's because of mostly I want to say it's because politicians and generally as a society, politicians have that kind of old world view of just kind of like, shut up. Shut up, woman.
Woman,
Yeah.
know your
Woman?
place.
Come on. All you do is just fucking like, is it her time of the month? Because if it's her time of the month,
Blah,
then
blah, blah.
she could talk Joe Biden into and the amount of times I've actually heard that the whole like period thing is probably very low, but I have heard time and time again the whole they're just not emotionally like fitted.
They're more emotional.
Yeah. To like run the office of presidency.
I mean, find the lie, Ryan.
It's you know,
It's just
but
sexist.
women vote more than men, so I guess they have more of a say in the country than we do.
I can't wait to be a politician one day.
So who wins in the end?
I don't know. I want to be a politician.
I think we have had our first 2 transgender government representatives elected in the office. Was it 2, right?
I know one. Maybe
some reason-
2.
Maybe 2 ran. I know one definitely won. I remember.
Well,
that.
I know one of them was running against someone who had like personally called her out or something, and it was almost like a revenge thing, and then she won.
So, you know, there's
cool.
faux progress for you. Just wait till next election where
But also to balance it out, they did elect a QAnon guy in Georgia.
the guy in the wheelchair.
Or North Carolina. One
Is
of
the
those
guy
two.
in the wheelchair a QAnon guy?
No. The guy in the wheelchair is different, but they did elect a QAnon guy. Dude, just trust the plan, man.
The guy in the wheelchair did say cry more lib.
On Twitter, yeah.
Yeah.
They elected a 25-year-old, too.
He is 25.
Oh, that's him?
That's him.
Damn.
He's younger than me. Older than you, but younger than me.
He's like within a year of me. That's crazy. Dude, I didn't know people could get in that early.
Yeah. I mean, well, AOC is how old?
31,
Is she 30?
32? I'm going to say 31.
Oh, is that why there's memes of her for next election? Like, AOC age. I thought she was still like in her 20s for some reason. Okay, no. I accidentally typed in APC, not AOC, and it was like 39 years. And I was like, what? That's an organization.
I can't believe Gus streamed with her.
Oh, shit. She is 31, right?
31?
31. Nice. Born in 89. So, yeah, so she could technically run next. I don't think she would. I could see Kamala running next. There's no way. If they put Biden up next, that would be very interesting. Like if the Democrats put Biden up next, because he'd be like 1 foot in the grave type of scenario.
There's no way they're going to put him up again.
Joe Biden is already going to be on record our oldest president-elect. And right before that, of course, was Donald Trump, who was 70 years old when he was elected president. And then Joe Biden's what now, 77 or
Joe
something
Biden looks like a skeleton that just climbed out of a coffin.
How old is Biden? I thought he was
78.
77,
He's
78.
78, I think.
Oh, is he? What? Excuse me.
There's one thing I know, Ryan. It's politicians' ages.
77. Fuck! So I was right and you were wrong.
Oh God!
Then
I just made myself look like the biggest fucking jackass.
And you gloated about it too. But don't worry, he turns 78 November 20th. His birthday is soon.
I'm gonna wait for this podcast. I'm gonna delay this podcast to come out until after
A
November 20th.
week and a half. Oh,
The advertisers are gonna be so
usual.
mad. Yeah, the usual. Oh man, dude. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
Come on, man.
So WoW's going well?
Yeah, tell me about your World of Warcraft.
I will after
endeavors.
these ads.
This episode of the Super Mega Cast is brought to you by BetterHelp. What interferes with your happiness, Ryan? Is something preventing you from achieving your goals? I know that's the case for me with COVID right now. Motivation's a hard thing to find, and I'm not reaching my full potential. But thank the good Lord Jesus Christ there's BetterHelp. BetterHelp will assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist. Connect in a safe and private online environment. It's so convenient. You can start communicating in under 24 hours, and it's not self-help, it's professional counseling.
And you can send a message to your counselor at any time. You'll get timely and thoughtful responses, plus you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions. So you can get help in the comfort of your own home without having to go to waiting rooms or getting out of the house and possibly triggering some sort of social anxiety, for example.
It's more affordable than traditional offline counseling, and financial aid is available. The service is available for clients worldwide. There's a broad range of expertise available, which may not be locally available in many areas. there's licensed professional counselors who are specialized in depression, stress, anxiety, relationships, sleeping, trauma, anger, family conflicts, LGBTQ matters, grief, and self-esteem.
Anything you share is confidential, so don't worry about, of course, anything leaking or anything spreading. This is all within the confines of you and your counselor.
In fact, so many people have been using BetterHelp that they are recruiting additional counselors in all 50 states. So, we want you to start living a happier life today. As a listener, you'll get 10% off your first month by visiting our sponsor at betterhelp.com/supermega.
Join over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/supermega.
Oh, with the holiday season right around the corner, Ryan, we're all getting into the spirit by indulging in the sights and sounds and scents of the season. One thing I made sure to do is update my Native collection with their candy cane holiday scent. I've been slapping that candy cane scented good stuff all over myself, and let me tell you, I got women running for miles just to get away.
All those elves down from the...
Yeah.
Come on.
Yep. Yes.
Native is the perfect addition to your daily routine this holiday season. Native deodorants don't just block odor better, they're made better. Native has ingredients you've heard of like coconut oil and shea butter. It's also vegan and never tested on animals. And Native never uses potentially harmful ingredients like aluminium,
parabens, sulfates, or talc. TALC. Their candy cane gift set also makes for a great gift option. And all Native products are great stocking stuffers for everyone on your list. Native is risk-free to try. Every product comes with free shipping within the US, plus free 30-day returns and exchanges. See why so many people love Native and check out the over 14,000 5-star reviews.
Give the gift of Native by going to nativedeo.com/supermega or use promo code SUPERMEGA at checkout and get 20% off your first order. Make sure you order before December 7th to get your products in time for Christmas. That's nativedeo.com/supermega or
use promo code SUPERMEGA.
Yay. Yay.
Good ads, man.
Yeah. Anyways, WoW's going well. I'm level...
Wow.
I can't remember what level I am with Ross, but we leveled up a shit ton on like a stream he did.
Wow.
And then after that, no, I get it.
but go on.
I don't think I have any updates. Didn't I already say I achieved Pirate Legend on Sea of Thieves?
I don't think you
on the podcast.
I don't think you on the podcast said you got the high Tauren whatever.
Oh, I got the high. Yeah, I got the high Tauren, and that's who. So I finally got that in WoW. I am Pirate Legend and Sea of Thieves. What else am I playing?
I want to play WoW, dude.
I got back into Fortnite again. I got a duo dub. Didn't get a solo dub, unfortunately.
Damn, man.
I streamed recently again. I streamed like 2 hours.
What'd you stream?
Sea of Thieves.
Nice.
With the foolish captain Kelly.
Because she's a captain.
She is.
She's a pirate.
I'm trying to get back.
Oh no! I saw when you streamed. Yeah, I remember that.
So I don't know what to stream besides Sea of Thieves, and that's it. Right
I want to stream Minecraft really bad.
I forgot what I streamed before. You should stream Minecraft.
I got my Twitch account back. I got back into it. I don't know why I haven't started streaming. It's just like I'm not even gonna do a layout or anything. I'm just gonna put my camera in the corner. Like I'm not gonna do anything fancy, but I need a camera first. That's one thing.
I just have my, what is it, the Logitech webcam, which I need to get that Sony thing, do the cam link, and then I could have a DSLR, not DSLR, I could have a...
the ZV-1?
A digital camera.
Oh, I can just use my ZV-1. Oh, yeah. The ZV-1 is really...
Or camcorder.
Good quality for that, because I used it when I went on a Meat Canyons podcast, and I had to film myself with it, and it looks really good.
Have you listened to his new podcast?
Meat Canyon?
Yeah, because like he had his podcast.
He has the other one with those other guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have not listened to it. Have you?
Maybe.
Well, I'm not listening because that's competition.
Maybe because
dude.
the ad was on the episode that I voiced Piglet in.
It was. I remember.
So,
it's at the end.
Yeah. And he's shoving the ice cream down the kid's throat, which is hilarious.
I love Meat Canyon, dude. We got to get him.
Check out Meat Canyon's podcast, everybody,
and his animations, because he's a very. It's crazy how quickly he blew up. Because this time last year he had like 300 subscribers.
Have you seen his most recent animation? The Dragon Ball
one?
Z one?
I haven't watched it yet.
The animation style, because I think they did a thing where they, you know how Snapchat filters work, where they'll put something on and then you can move your face a little bit and do facial expressions. They did that with one of his drawings. Like they did that with Goku. So like it's his drawn stuff, but then it's definitely someone's face like talking and making the expressions.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is it looks very unique. And it's very off-putting. It reminds me of something, honestly, that they would have done in Courage the Cowardly Dog. Like it's. I thought it was just. I personally hadn't seen it before, and I thought it was hilarious.
Go check out his animations. There's Ryan and I are both in Meat Canyon Animations.
Yeah,
voicing
you're in the
different
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory one. You played Charlie, right?
And you played
Piglet and Christopher Robin.
Dude, your voice acting in that one's so good.
Thanks, man.
Hilarious.
I tuned into yours and
I didn't realize it was like I knew you were in the video, but I didn't realize it was you until like halfway in. I was like,
who, Piglet?
Yeah,
really? Is it that different from my voice?
No, it sounded so good, like so professionally, like cartoon voice acting that I didn't even register that it was you. I was like, oh shit, that's Ryan.
Thanks, man. I love doing voice acting. I think it's fun.
It's really fun,
but it's not like it's not like I can just do it whenever. So
you have a good voice for it.
Thank you, Meat Canyon, for asking me to do that, because I did have a great fucking time, and I'm always down to collaborate with people. You know, if I don't see their message, forget about it, and then don't respond to them, and then respond to them weeks later going, sorry, I saw it, then I forgot about it. And
any mutuals listening to this know that's exactly what I do too. I'm so bad about that.
I just don't feel like I'm in the club right now. You know what I mean?
The club?
Like the
cabal?
Like I need to be more active on Twitter. I need to be more active on Twitter with this whole community.
I love being active on Twitter, but it is stressful. But I took it off my phone, so now I only use it on a desktop. So I'll just sit down, throw a tweet out that way.
What?
You were making a face at me.
Oh, it wasn't?
Yes, you were. Stop, you're doing it again. Fucking
Can you focus with goofy face?
Well, I couldn't tell at first if you were making a face like on purpose or not, because it was just so stop, dude. It's uncomfortable.
I just make my lips go just.
Yeah, it's creepy. Your eyes are very sunken, and
I have sunken eyes in general. I can't make them sink more.
I wish
you're just making fun of my sunken eyes.
No. When you focus like that, it enunciates it. I wish you could make your eyes more sunken in the moment, though. Like, okay, I'm gonna have to put my hand up next to the mic so I can't see your face while we record this.
Can you see my?
Yeah, I see your penis. I see your penis and balls. Yep, I certainly do. Yep, you're stretching your nutsack, spinning it around. Okay. Ryan, stop, dude. Stop, dude. That is disgusting.
Look at me, Matt.
I'm not looking, dude. I'm not looking. That always bothers the fuck out of me.
Bruno, come on.
Yeah, no, it's really funny, but for some reason that just that gets me.
Can't do it?
No. Stop, don't pull it back out, dude. Leave it. Let it sit. Let it be. In the words of John Lennon, let it be. Is that John Lennon?
Speaking words of wisdom, let it be.
Showing me his penis.
Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Cry until tomorrow. Let it be. Wake up to the sound of music. Mother Mary, call to me.
I was actually watching some John Lennon videos last night.
I thought you were about to say Across the Universe.
I have not seen Across the Universe.
I every time I commit to watching it, I fall asleep 3/4 of the way through. Just because it's music and I'm like, it's a long ass fucking movie. I fall asleep to it. I'm not gonna. I don't have nothing to hide.
That's how I am with Iron Man, dude. I've never seen Iron Man all the way through. I've seen Iron Man like 3 or 4 times, but each time I've fallen asleep or not finished it right before like the last quarter of the movie. So
there is something soothing about kind of like a movie where the plot's so simple that you could just kind of like fall asleep and then wake up and be like, I get it.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
didn't miss much.
You
know?
wake. It's like you fall asleep after like he gets kidnapped, and then you wake up and he's like, "I am Iron Man." You're like, "Yeah, you are."
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
We know what happened.
we know.
I can put 2 and 2 together. He gets kidnapped by terrorists, right?
Yeah.
Damn. Dude, they should have just made Iron Man take out Osama bin Laden.
By a bunch of turban-wearing terrorists.
I know. It was terrifying, dude. They were in a
It
cave
was
too.
turbifying.
Weren't they in a
dude.
cave?
Yeah.
Like, just went down the checklist.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at that time, I guess it was. I mean, the movie was trying to say that it was him selling his technology that created this. You know, so the general message was U.S. bad, right? U.S. is the one who caused these certain regions to have this built up kind of resentment towards the United States because of us fueling and funneling their wars, and that leads to the death of their citizens, and
Yeah, but it's
sometimes
funny.
outright killing their
It's funny.
citizens with robotic planes that have no soul behind them. Oh, but they're playing with an Xbox controller.
There is a soul behind it, but it's some fat dude in Connecticut with an Xbox controller blowing brown people up. Do you feel anything like when you? Because like there's a level of detachment there, I guess, from like actually pulling the trigger.
There's
but
got to be a book or something about it. I'd be interested to read like the thoughts of. Well, I guess it's on a very small scale, right? It's like the kind of the dropping of the atomic bombs. Except what they were doing was more direct, but it was from their country. But I guess that's how drone pilots see it. It's like it's not me directly killing them. It's the orders I'm just following.
Yeah, just following orders.
Yeah.
I saw like a drone video once, and you can hear the guys flying it, like talking, and they're having a great time. Like they're laughing and cracking jokes about blowing the people up and shit. And I was like, Jesus Christ.
I can't remember exactly where it is, but there's this one video that got really popular because of how much shit it
Spun.
it spun. It was like this. It was of a helicopter. Helicopter. It was of a helicopter gunship, and they were just lighting fools up, dude. Innocent people too. It's crazy.
Damn, dude.
Way back when though.
Fuck. I saw a video of I think they were Russian. It was this like attack helicopter, and it shoots at a mountain in the video, and it's unfucking believable how fast it shoots. Like how fast the bullets go, because you can see the tracers, and I saw it and I was like, fuck that like you cannot stand up against that.
Well, think about it. Think about the technological difference of someone living in the Middle East, and then our drones who have the capability. Like, just picture this. Picture the fucking wind, the sound of wind, the sound of maybe some animals that are about. Maybe you're hurting. Maybe there's some, who knows, goats. I know that's the popular animal that people always go to. It seems. Is that your penis?
No,
Sorry, there's a picture of a penis Matt put on his phone as we're talking about innocence being drone
that's
strike.
the Wikipedia picture for erection.
Got it.
Continue though.
See, that looks like kind of a drone airplane in this.
Yeah, but that thing's solid, dude. That thing can, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dude, but remember you were also talking about like the hard, that guy's got a hard nipple in the back. You see that?
I hate
nasty.
with women it's fine, but there's something about a man with a very erect, hard, big nipple that like
That's a nice penis.
that isn't. It's so smooth.
I
dude.
know, dude.
And he shaves well.
Yeah, I'm going down to Wikipedia's pictures of erections now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sorry, go back to what you were saying.
I don't want to anymore. I just think it's disrespect. No, there's no way I'm going to talk about drone strikes after talking about erect penises.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
Well, you were making good points.
Okay.
Continue.
Null and void. I'm also an idiot on YouTube, so you shouldn't be listening to what I'm saying.
Turn it off, guys. Delete the episodes off your phone. Pack it up. Go home.
And plus, besides, I just don't want to get on like the wrong side, because if we talk about like the fact that Obama killed a U.S. citizen in a drone strike.